Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our parent meeting for junior camp, summer 2024. And we're so glad that you all could be here and ready for the summer to begin. So a little bit about my name is Sarah Lindahl, and I'm the recreation supervisor for the Morton Grove Park District for camps. And this is my first year as the recreation supervisor, but I have been with camps for 17 years and the park district for 20 as since August. So I'm excited to be in this new role and ready to um, start the summer. So I just want to introduce a couple of people. Here we have Donna, who is the coordinator for camp, and she will be going around to all the camps. And then we have Kim Wallace, who is the assistant coordinator, and she will be driving your child if they are in Rise and Shine going to junior camp, or if they are going from junior camp to extended. So she'll be driving the van this summer. She was the site supervisor at Moorgrove, and now she is in her new role too. So we are all three ready for um, our new roles this summer. So a little bit before I have the camps talk, let's talk about your payment, your deposit. If you paid the deposit $35 and you are on the camp plan, the payment plan, you will get billed on the week before the session starts. So if you are in June 10th, the first session, your bill will be posted June 3rd, and Lauren will automatically put those through on Monday. So please just be aware it's the week before the session starts, and there's 2-week sessions. So, and then EPACT, please make sure that you filled it all out completely. And a lot of EPACs are already from last year, but we needed to update it. So please update your EPACT by confirming it. And then we will have it ready for camp. So if it's not confirmed or not filled out correctly, your child will not be able to start on the first day of camp when they start. So please make sure you have a week before camp starts. So please make sure, or a week and a few days, your EPACT is completely filled and submitted. And then medication. If your child needs medication during camp, you will need to fill out the medication form, and I can email that to you. And then we can upload it onto, either you can upload it or you can send it back to me and I can upload it onto your EPACT. So the staff know what medication they need to dispense if they do. All right, and then I think that is all the information for me. Also sickness, I'll just talk about that really quick. If your child is sick, please keep them at home, and you can call my office number to let me know, and I'll pass it on to junior camp that your child will be absent. If they have a fever, they need to be fever free for 24 hours. And we're following the CDC for all sicknesses. So COVID is just not like we don't have to stay home for 5 days anymore, but you have to be no fever free for 24 hours without medication. So that is all that. I want to introduce the new site supervisor, Angel. She is going to be junior camp. And then we have Emily, who is a returning counselor. And we have Hannah, who is not here last summer, but she was here before, and she was also a junior leader. We have Haley, who's a new counselor. And then John and Devin, who are going to be our floaters. They'll be more there in July once sports things are over. And then Sean will be here. Sophia is a counselor. She will be at junior camp. And Nuha is returning counselor. And I think I got everybody. Okay. And then we're just missing Farah and Rashma. They could not be here today. So, all right, I'm going to let Angel talk about camp this summer. And then we'll do, if anyone has any questions after, we'll take your questions.
Hi everyone, I'm Angel. This is my first year being a site supervisor, but I've been working with kids the past 3 years. I was a daycare teacher at the JCC in Northbrook for 2 years, and this year I was at Poco Loco Morton Grove, right down Dempster, which isn't too far from the camps. I'm very excited for camp here. So what it's gonna look like. So on Monday when the kids come in, so you're gonna probably see my face first and then the counselors. You're gonna come in at National Park and I'll check you in. I'm gonna ask you for your ID just for the first week, just so I know I don't know any of you. I never had any of these kids before. I know Emily told me she had a couple kids that are on the list before. So I'm going to check you in. The kids should come with their swimsuits under their clothes because we do go to the pool from 10 to 10:45. We take a bus to Oriole Pool. The bus comes around 9:40 a.m. to come pick us up. Um, and then we get there and when they get off, we'll spray sunscreen on them. So for sunscreen, if you want them to have a liquid sunscreen, I would say put them on your child in the morning. We are not allowed to put liquid sunscreen. So if they do bring a sunscreen, it should be a spray, and we can also put on face sticks, or the child could put the face sticks on themselves. We go to the pool from 10 till 10:45. Then we come back to National Park and they get dressed. They have lunch at 12 o'clock. And then we do activities throughout the day. We'll be doing games, arts and crafts. There's a playground we go to. So we go to the pool Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. Wednesdays from 1 to 1:45, we have a library visit from the Morton Grove Library. So that's fun for the kids. They really do enjoy that. And then every Friday we have a field trip. There are two field trips that I believe that provide lunches, and the rest you would have to provide a lunch. And every other day, of course, you would provide a lunch for your kid. The only thing I would say about the lunches is just make sure that they're peanut free because we do have some allergies and we just have to be aware of that. Um, I believe there's a fridge in National Park, so if something needs to be cooled, we can keep that in the fridge for them. And that's just how the day's gonna go. I'm also reading off my phone the list of things. If they have any medications, you of course will bring them labeled. EpiPens have to be up to date. Any medications have to be up to date, and they'll be kept in a box with me. I'm the only one that's going to be administering the medications, and any inhalers and EpiPens, if needed be, they needed them. Um, so what else can I go from? Like Sarah said, if they're sick at any days or having any fever or anything, they would need to stay home 24 hours without a fever reducer or any medication. Um, some things I would expect from this year. I'm very fun. Anyone that knows me, you can ask any of my friends, my family. I'm very fun and outgoing. I'm not very like strict or like stick. Of course, we stick by the rules, but I'm very involved with the kids, hands-on with the kids, arts and crafts, everything just hands-on with the kids, making sure they're having fun as well, and doing it by what, not necessarily what, of course, what they want to do, but how the group feels. We will have like separate group times where each counselor is going to have a set from 8 to 9 kids each day, and that will be their group. And that's also like if we're switching, like if some kids are on the playground, some kids are doing art, some kids are doing this activity, that's one way we would do it. Um, for our first field trip will be the Friday. That Friday is Safari Land, and we will have a pizza provided lunch for all the kids. So that would also be really fun. Sarah, am I missing anything else?
I have to unmute myself. Okay. We had a question about, can you explain about what swimming at the pool looks like? So Donna was there more. Donna, do you want to explain um the pool?
Yeah, so we will be attending Oriole
Or no?
Pool. The first session, they will all be swim tested by the lifeguards. The lifeguards will either give them a green band, which means they can go on the splash pads, or a red band, which means we're gonna half the pool, which we only stay in the smaller part of the pool. We do not open up the big side. And then we will have the pool and they have to stay on that side. Life jackets are available, and I believe the pool has stated that if they get a red band, then they need to wear the life jacket, which they're very comfortable. They're smaller. All staff will be in the pool and be assigned a zone. Children will not be able to go to the bathroom unless a counselor attends with them. So there'll be supervisor at all times. So they're going to need their swimsuit. They're gonna walk over to the pool. Oh no, we're busing them. Sorry, we're
Yeah,
busing to the
that's
pool.
fine.
A towel, if they like. I think goggles can only be used if it doesn't cover their nose. These are the pool rules. And then we go for about 45 minutes. Then we would get out, and then we will dress back when we get back to camp.
Mhm.
But there'll be full lifeguard. There'll be all staff in the pool, lifeguards, and the camp counselors all have zones, so they will be full coverage at all time. So if you have any questions, I see a question.
So they asked what day is a field trip to Safari Land. So all the field trips are Friday except for one, which is July 3rd. It's a Wednesday. They're going to Pirates Cove in Elk Grove Village on that Wednesday. Um, but so each week you're going to get a newsletter. I'm gonna set Angel's gonna make the newsletter about the week, and then I will be sending them out either Thursday or Friday morning for each week. The week before, sorry. So you'll receive an email with the newsletter from me weekly. So the swim vests, they have to be lifeguard or what is that, approved by the
Yeah,
Coast Guard.
it has to have the labels
Yeah.
as approved by, and
Coast
I'm
Guard.
sorry.
I think it's Coast Guard. It has to be approved by. But they do have life jackets at or Oriole that we use. The lifeguards can put on them. And I know if you put in like your child cannot swim, they need a life jacket, we're going to follow that, whatever you write in on EPACT. So make sure, that's why we need those updated and submitted before camp starts so we can start checking those out and make sure we are up to date with everybody.
Is there a question? There might be a one question, if your child does not want to swim that day. Yes, they can sit out, but they have to, we sit by the grass area, if you're familiar with Oriole Pool, and they need to stay in that area so we can keep an eye on them. If it gets cold, did the pool allow sweatshirt or t-shirts, Sarah, or we have to look into that?
At the pool,
Yeah,
I
because it's
have
usually
to
cold the
ask
first
Tessa,
session
yeah.
and then it gets really hot, yeah.
Yeah, I have to
Okay,
ask.
we'll check into that and get back to you on that.
And then we just had training. We trained about like, there's like levels of the pool. There's 3 levels in the water that we talked about. And I showed a video that kind of worked. I'm going to send it to them to look at. But yes, like they are, I mean, pretty much they know certain, camp staff that have been here before know. So we haven't actually had a training at the pool. We're hoping to do that next week if we can, once the pool opens. But yes, I hope that eases your mind a little bit. So yeah, we will hopefully get to the pool to do that. Any other questions? You can feel free to like unmute yourself too if you have a question. You don't have to just type it in. I don't really think of anything. Just
Labels, because
Oh, yeah.
usually junior camp, we can open a small thrift store by the end of the camp. So please check the lost and found table every day, especially water bottles get lost.
Kids are late. So someone asked, what's the process if kids are late? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, it matters, I guess, because they have to go to the pool by 10. Camp starts at 9 o'clock. But Wednesday, they don't go anywhere. And then Friday, we will tell you when you have to be, like if you have to be here before 9 or at 9 before the bus leaves. I think since Safari is in Villa Park, we're gonna have to leave by like 9:15. So you'll have to be here before 9, around between 9 and 9:15 so we can start check-in and everything. Yeah, and then on field trip days, everyone's gonna get a t-shirt to wear, and they must wear that t-shirt for the field trip. So everybody has the same shirt, so everybody's recognized, and to make sure that we wear closed-toed shoes.
Field trips, they will also have a bracelet that has a park district
Phone number.
address, name, and phone number on it too, so.
Brittany, you can unmute yourself if you have a question. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Okay. I just
I
didn't
never
really
seen that
interrupt.
hand raise thing before.
I like
Oh,
the hand
yeah.
raise.
That's okay.
I just hope I can remember to like lower it when I'm done.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so now I forgot my question.
Oh,
So is there like a weekly email for this camp to like kind of like, hey, this is what they're doing? I know that we probably have some of that information somewhere. There's just been crazy stuff happening
okay.
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a weekly like newsletter slash like
Yeah,
reminder of.
so Angel's gonna write it, and then I'm gonna send it like the Thursday or Friday before that week. So you'll get an email next like Friday morning from me that's with the newsletter for the first week of camp.
And you said that at the beginning, correct? And I just completely
It's okay. It's
okay. See?
It's okay.
This is why I need the newsletter.
You're doing great.
Okay.
It's okay. So someone asked about they have 2 kids for different camps. Will I get an email for each child? Yes. You will get every camp will have a different newsletter for each camp, so you will know what's going on. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? This is the time.
Hey, Sarah, I might have completely missed it, but I don't remember hearing. All Morton Grove camps are nut-free.
Yes.
There's plenty of
Yes.
allergies.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yep. We are a nut-free camp. So please do not pack nuts, peanut butter, or anything. Sun butter is an option you can bring. But yes, please do not pack peanut butter or any, nut kind of things. And
If it's sun butter, does it have to be like in the package or can it be like a homemade sandwich
oh, it can be
with sun
homemade.
butter on it?
No, yeah. It can
Okay.
be homemade, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's first answer, there's another question here. Donna mentioned the small end of the pool. How deep is that end? So I think it's 4 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Donna? Is it 4 feet?
I think it's lower than 4 feet though. I'm not, you know what? You could look it up on the website, it'll tell you. But we will, yeah, like we said, we will put barriers up so they can't cross over, and we put guards there. So they will stay in the lower end. And then the entry level is 0 depth. And there's like a little slide over there on splash areas.
Yeah. And we have 9 staff plus like 2 head staff will be there walking around the deck. So either myself and Donna or Kim and Donna, whoever, will be at the pool. And there'll be 9 staff in their zone area. So I think that it'll work out the best this summer, and we'll have a safe and fun summer. And so someone else asked about picking up the process of child early. So yeah, so some people picked up at like 2:30 last year, some started picking up then, or 2:45. Those are the times they start to wind down and get ready to go home anyways. So they'll be either at the playground or playing a game by the grass area. So you'll see them when you pick them up there. And we give like some time leeway if you have 2 kids in the program that you have to pick up at the same time. So we'll just have to let you can either email me and let me know, and I'll let the staff know, or on the first day when you drop off your child, you can say, hey, like, I have another child in a different camp that I have to, you know, pick up. I might be, yes, that's you. Do lunches need to be completely disposable or can they bring a lunchbox? So they can bring a lunchbox. I would just suggest like on field trip days, when they have to bring a lunch, that they bring like a paper bag lunch, so they don't have to carry, because like the second week, I believe, is the Coles Children's Museum, and they're gonna bring their lunch there, and then having to carry their lunchbox, or I don't want them to lose it on the bus, or forget it at, you know, forget it. So it's just easier if you can bring like a paper bag sack lunch then. Yeah. I hope we answer as many questions as possible. And if you think of a question before June 10th, feel free to email me. And I will be reaching out next week with the newsletter once Angel has that ready for me next Wednesday. And then I will send that out. And we are all looking forward to this fun summer that we're going to have at junior camp this year. So if we don't have any other questions, then I'm going to stop recording, and then don't forget to you know, email me if you have any other questions. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Looking forward to seeing your kids.